Today, I'm showing you guys the most well-rounded point guard build that you could possibly create in NBA 2K26. With a 94 three-point shot in TakeOver, I'm basically a 6'8" Steph Curry that literally doesn't miss. And with an 86 speed with ball, this build is a defender's worst nightmare. I'm so quick with dribbling, they can't keep up with me. And when I have blur takeover ability, it's a free dunk every single time. This build turns into prime Wilt Chamberlain the way I snag these rebounds. Oh, and this build isn't just an offensive superstar. With a 99 perimeter rating, Hall of Fame challenger, and golden movable enforcer, I'm clamping up every point guard on the court. This is by far the most well-rounded point guard build that you can make in NBA 2K26. All that I ask that you do is just leave a like and subscribe if you guys want more build videos. Before we get into the build, feel free to use this build as a template, okay? Change anything you'd like. Starting off with a position, we're going shooting guard. The reason why I'm doing that is because you cannot go 6'8" at the point guard position, and I want to be 6'8". So we're going shooting guard. For the height, obviously we're going to go 6'8". For the weight, we're going to go 185 pounds. And for the wingspan, we're going to go 6'9". Starting off with the physicals. For the speed rating, I'm going to put this all the way up to an 85. The reason why we're doing that is just to be fast on defense, and it's also going to give you goals slippery off ball. Now for the agility rating, we're going to put this all the way up to an 83. And the reason why we're doing that, again, is to be fast on defense, and it does unlock the Jalen Suggs motion style, which is by far the best one in the game. So yeah, go 83 agility for sure. For the strength rating, we're going to put this all the way up to a 73. We're doing this for multiple reasons. We're doing this to get immovable enforcer, which you guys will see once we upgrade our defensive ratings. That's going to go up to bronze. We're going to get brick wall up, and we're also going to get strong handle on gold once I upgrade my playmaking attributes. So 73 strength is going to be beneficial on offense and defense. For the vertical, make sure you put this at a 78. Okay, this is very important. Okay, we have to have a 78 vert to get the contact dunks that we do want, and this is also going to help with getting rebounds as well, which we will get into later in the video. Starting off with the finishing attributes, I want you guys to know that these attributes I'm not just putting in random spots. When I naturally upgrade the rest of the build, this is where they're going to be at. So the close shot's going to be at a 67. For the driving layup, put this at a 70. Okay, put this at a 70, and you're going to get physical finisher on bronze. Now for the driving dunk, we're going to upgrade this up to a 64. I know this sounds crazy. Okay, this sounds crazy. However, in 2K26, particularly for this build, if you put 5 cap breakers on driving dunk, starting off at a 64, if you put 5 cap breakers into driving dunk, you will finish at an 89 driving dunk. Yes, you heard that right. With a 64 driving dunk and you put 5 cap breakers on driving dunk, it's going to end up at an 89. So that's the main reason, again, why we went with this 78 vert, is because you get contact dunks paired with that 89 driving dunk. So yes, 5 cap breakers in driving dunk to get 89. I will show you guys the full cap breaker screen at the end of the video. For the stand dunk, put this at a 45. We're doing that so we can get those 2 stand dunks. And for the post control, put it up to 50. Again, I'm not putting this at random spots. It's going to naturally go up to that once we upgrade our shooting and other attributes. So now it's time to show you guys what this build is capable of when it comes to finishing around the rim. All right, this build is crazy. As you guys can see, I'm just getting non-stop contact dunks, and I kind of want to touch on the blur takeover ability a little bit. Guys, I'm letting you guys know right now, blur takeover ability is by far the best takeover a guard could get, especially for tall guards, because as you guys can see, I'm getting to the rim. It doesn't matter if they're at my hip. It doesn't matter if I beat them. The whole dunk meter is green. Like, you cannot mistime it. So again, this build has an 89 driving dunk and 78 vert. So you're going to get a couple contact dunks. And when you're driving at the rim with a defender on your hip, if you have blur takeover ability activated, you're going to get a contact dunk every single time, and you cannot mistime it. So it does not matter if the defender is, it doesn't matter the type of defender. If they're at your hip, you're going to get a contact dunk because the green window, you cannot mistime it. So again, that is why I went with an 89 driving dunk. You really don't need a 93 or higher. I think, over a 93 driving dunk in any build is pretty much an overkill. So I'm saving attributes. I'm going with an 89 driving dunk, and as you guys can see, man, I'm just getting contact dunk after contact dunk after contact dunk, man. This blur takeover ability is not only beneficial for finishing, but it's also beneficial for dribbling, which you guys will see later on in the video. But yes, finishing on this build is absolutely insane. And in most of these clips, I feel like I only have silver posterizer, I do believe. So yeah, I mean, silver poster is good enough. Again, save these attributes, put it somewhere else. But overall, man, this build is a dunking machine, 6'8". If someone's in the paint, you can yam it on them every single time. So now it's time to get into shooting. Now for the mid-range, we're gonna go ahead and put this all the way up to an 80. Now I know it sounds crazy, but 80 mid-range is all you need in 2K26, okay? Especially for the park, you can green midi fades consistently, okay? An 80 mid-range is more than good enough. Now for the three-point shot on this build, I went with an 89, okay? An 89 three-point shot to get that silver limitless range, which we will either max +1 or max +2 later on in the video. But we're going to be going with an 89 mid-range basically to get that, you know, silver limitless range. You also get set shot on gold. You get Deadeye on silver, shifty on silver. Yeah, 89 mid-range does go crazy in this game. And for the free throw rating, I left this at a 64. I mean, if you play rec, if you play any 5v5 mode, obviously you're going to want to upgrade that at least to like a 70 or maybe even 80. So now let's talk about shooting and show you guys what this build is capable of, man. You're 6'8", you can shoot over anybody, okay? This is the main thing on this build. You have that 89 three-point shot. You got to be confident, okay? On my old build, I did have an 83 three-point rating, my old 6'8". However, this one, again, has an 89. So you can literally just shoot, be confident. That's the main thing in this game. With an 89 three-point shot, you just got to be confident. If they don't jump, just shoot the rock. And I have my set shot specialist on legend because I did max +2 that. So again, man, be super confident, shoot the rock, it goes crazy. I also use my max +1 on limitless range to get it on gold. However, if you do want to switch it up, you actually could go Hall of Fame limitless range on this build. And again, shoot like Curry. You can shoot from deep, you can shoot from anywhere, but I think gold limitless is pretty good, and I'm going to sacrifice that to get that legend set shot. This build also gets silver Deadeye, so again, man, I know I'm repeating myself, but just be confident. You can shoot over little guards, go crazy. And again, with that 80 mid-range, I promise you it's good enough. You can shoot very consistent. You can pull up, especially if you're rhythm shooting. It's so green. I don't really tell much of a difference between an 80 mid-range and a 93 mid-range like my old build. I'm shooting just as confident, and I'm shooting pretty consistent in that mid-range area. But overall, shooting is a lot of fun on this build, man. Shifty shooter on silver is good enough. You're gonna have legend set shot, gold limitless, silver Deadeye. You can be very confident and go crazy when it comes to shooting on this 6'8" all-around point guard build. Now on to the playmaking attribute. Starting off with the pass accuracy, we're going to put this up to a 71, okay? 71 is fine for park. If you play 2s or 3s, you'll get away with this. Again, like I said at the beginning of the video, I highly recommend using this build as a template. So if you're going to play 5s, you know, you might want to bump it up to like 76 to get versatile visionary on silver. However, I think park, you know, I think 71 is fine just to get that silver dimer. Now for the ball handle rating on this build, we're going to put this up to an 85. We're doing this for a couple of reasons. The main reason is to get the tier 3 momentum crossover animation, which is super quick, and also to get some really good dribble moves. Now for the speed with ball rating on this build, I'm going to put this at an 80. Now on my first build in 2K26, I went with a 75 speed with ball, and that is still very good, still very viable. However, with an 80 speed with ball, there is a noticeable difference in the speed. Like, you can literally dribble a lot quicker, and you also unlock the blur takeover ability, which, as you guys could see in the first, you know, couple clips when it comes to finishing, it's super quick. You can dribble really quick, which we will show you guys in a second. Now it's time to go over what this build looks like when it comes to playmaking and dribbling, and just showing you guys how quick and how fast it truly is. When I'm in takeover, I have an 86 speed with ball, and blur takeover ability hits different. Now you may notice in these clips, I don't have Hall of Fame lightning launch. I'm actually going to be rocking with gold lightning launch. There were some analytics and studies done by either 2K Toots or 2K Labs to show that Hall of Fame lightning launch only has a 1% boost compared to gold lightning launch. So I'm rocking with gold, and I'm going to use my max +2s and max +1s in different areas. But yeah, back to playmaking. Look at this build, man. I'm 6'8". I'm moving this quick. I can get shifty. If you guys do want a full dribble tutorial, a more updated one, I did figure out how to dribble a lot more efficiently in this game. So if you guys do want a dribble tutorial, just leave a like, okay? Leave a like and comment down below dribble tutorial, because I am moving different, man. I'm learning how to get shifty on this game. I am getting shifty on this build. I'm getting better day by day, figuring everything out. I'm really liking this build, man, the way it's moving. You can get to the rim. You can attack the rim. You can run laterally left, right. Overall, man, 80 speed with ball, I can notice a big difference between 75. This blur takeover ability is 100% worth it because you are lightning fast on this build. Again, whether you want to attack the rim, whether you want to run laterally, hit some step back, shoot some threes, you can go crazy on this build, man. It is so quick. I promise you, 80 speed with ball is 100% worth it. So now let's talk about defense, which is one of my favorite parts about this build. For the interior, we're going to put this up to a 60 to get Paint Patroller on bronze. Once we upgrade our block, you guys will see that we actually do get that. For the perimeter, we're going to put this up to a 94, okay? A 94, and we are going to use one cap breaker here to get a 95 perimeter. And at a 95 perimeter, as you guys can see, we do unlock Hall of Fame Challenger. However, again, we're going to leave it at 94. And we're going to use one cap breaker to get it on Hall of Fame Challenger. For the steal rating, we're going to put this up to an 85 to ensure that we do get Gold Interceptor, and it's just going to help us with blitz steals as well. And for the block rating, we're going to go ahead and put this all the way up to a 74 to get that Paint Patroller. I do plan on putting another cap breaker on this, and you guys are going to see towards the end of the video, we actually do get like a 79 block, but we're going to go with the 74 to get that Paint Patroller on bronze. And for the rebounding, we're going to put this up to a 71 for the offensive rebound. And for the defensive rebound, we're going to go ahead and max this out at a 70. So we get Box Out Beast on silver, and we also get Rebound Chaser on bronze. So now let's talk about defense and show you guys how great this build truly is. Again, I do have Hall of Fame Challenger on this build, so I'm able to lock people up, man. I'm able to jump at people and get a lot of contests. As you guys know, in 2K26, if you don't jump, you're not getting a contest. I don't know if there's going to be a patch that comes out. I don't know what they're going to do. All I know is right now you have to jump. So with Hall of Fame Challenger, I'm able to go crazy. I'm able to get a contest that I really need to get consistent stops in this game. Again, this build also gets gold on ball minutes. So I'm able to, bump people, go crazy. And that is very important because people like the left right a lot. The dribbling is quick on this game. So you definitely are going to need gold on ball minutes. And in these clips, I also have gold immovable enforcer. I did use my max +2 on that. Again, that's going to help, kind of goes hand in hand and it ties with on ball minutes, so it's just going to help in general to get those bump animations. That is why I went with a 73 strength for gold strong handles, and it's also going to benefit us on defense as well. As you guys can see, man, we're clamping up, we're getting contest. This immovable enforcer on gold is just overall helping us out a lot. Offensive rebound and defensive rebound rating is so cheap. The rating is so cheap. Why not put it on? The reason why I put it on is because I play twos. So when my spot up, my boy AB, my boy Tough, if they miss their shots, I can get the rebound. Okay, most of the time I'm going to have a guard on me. So most other guards are not going to have rebounding up. So we'll get that second chance opportunity on the twos. So yeah, man, rebounding is really good on this build. But overall, man, you're going to be able to lock people up and snag those rebounds on this build. It's so much fun defensively and getting those boards. And like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I did go with the shooting specialization on this build. I do have a little bit of a grind to get this, but I'm going with the shooting specialization, not even for the cap breakers, but just to have those shooting badges locked in permanently. And if you guys do want to change the combinations up on this build with the max +1s, feel free to. If you just want to go Hall of Fame set shot, you could. If you want to go Hall of Fame limitless, you could do that as well. So, feel free to change anything up that you guys want to. Now, these are all the cap breakers that I currently have on this build. As you guys can see, I was not lying at the beginning of the video. Like I mentioned, if the original cap for the driving dunk is a 64 and you put 5 cap breakers on this build, you end up with an 89 driving dunk. This is crazy. And then for the 6th cap breaker, I went with a 95 perimeter. I put it on perimeter defense to get Hall of Fame Challenger. And we do have 1 cap breaker left over. Again, I mainly made this build for 6 cap breakers. However, I'm probably just going to put it in block because that's pretty good. You get 5 cap breakers. Well, not 5 cap breakers. You get 5 attributes for 1 cap breaker in block, and you could get this up to a 79. So I'm probably going to do that pretty soon. And this is the current custom takeover that I'm using right now. I got 3-point up, so I'm going to have a 94. I'm using speed with ball to get an 86 speed with ball. And my perimeter is going to be a 99, which is absolutely cracked out, man. This build is crazy. And I'm also using the blur takeover ability, which is going to go crazy. And this is the jump shot that I'm currently using right now. This jump shot is so good, man. Michael Porter Jr. base goes crazy. I also posted a lot of jump shots in my jump shot video yesterday. Those jump shots are money. Check those out if you guys would want to as well. And these are all the dribble moves that I'm using right now. If you guys want to check these out, feel free to. All my current signature styles. Yeah, these are really good. Again, if you guys want a full dribble tutorial, leave a like and comment dribble tutorial. And these are all the dunk animations that I have equipped, so feel free to screenshot this, pause the video, do what you need to do. But overall, this is the best well-rounded point guard build that I think you could possibly make in NBA 2K26. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.